What's up, everybody? This is Unchained TV. This video, Luke 23:29. But we're going to read a little more of those later. So, working at the airport, we have a lot of African refugees. And there was this woman, real cool woman, man. She's about 52. She shows me like pictures of her sons, her kids. You know, they're like 20, 27. And she shows me her huts and the outhouse huts and all the land, and I'm like, dang, it looks real nice, like looks real good. Hot, like from Africa, and you see certain parts. This part, I didn't know what part it was, but it was real nice. Um, so she asked me if I had kids, and I said no. She's like, how old are you? I'm 32. And no, even though her English was not all that good, I still understood what she was saying. But that's just how I'm saying it. But like, yeah, her English wasn't that good, but I still understood what she was saying. So she goes on like, that's not good. I'm like, what do you mean that's not good? Well, you'll see, you need to see your print behind. It's not good. I'm like, well, I just don't want kids. She's like, why? I'm like, look at the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the world. Look at what it's becoming. Look at what it's turning into. Look at all these viruses. Look at all the stuff that's happening and changing, not for the good, but for the worst. And things are going to get much worse, much, much worse. This is just the tip of the iceberg, what's happening to us. That's why I don't want kids. I won't put my kids through this. And she kind of thought it was a little selfish, but she also understood. But she thought it was a little selfish. I was like, that's not selfish. Like, it's not selfish at all. Like, I've seen parents, man. I've seen some parents out here, bro. Like, they're not good parents. I worked for this moving company called Coleman Moving. And we pull up to this trailer park. And we're trying to get down this road. There's a woman to our left. It's our left, no, to our right. In the yard with a little dog. And then there's a baby, a little baby, in the middle of the road. So we pull up and we try to like stop. Well, we ain't try to stop. We did stop, but we stopped. And we like, yo, we looking at her. Good 20 seconds. A good 20 seconds. We're looking at her. We looking at the baby. Looking at her. Looking at the baby. Then we just like, you know what? Roll the window down, like, hey, yo, you want to get your baby out the road so we can go? And she just stands there and still stares at us for another 2 seconds. Casually walks to get her baby out the road. I was like, this? I have seen people do some crazy, crazy things with their kids. I went to Baker's, man, just pick up some items. There's this large Hispanic family, man. There's the mom, the dad, 7 kids. It looked like you would see ducks walking in like a line. It was like that. So they continued to keep walking. The littlest one was at the very end, and they left their baby right there in the aisle. To where they were there, you couldn't see them around the corner barely. I'm like, yo. And then, the little ones come back, a couple little ones come back, saying something in Spanish. And I'm just like, yo, man, y'all seriously left y'all, like, you know how many, like, crazy mofos is out here in the world? Like, I'm like, this baby could have been snatched up and kidnapped by anybody. It was crazy. It was like they did not care. Who was left behind? And I was like, yo, that's crazy. They're like, the reason why I brought up Luke 23:29 is because it says, for behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck. Paps is breasts, for y'all that don't know. Jesus, the Messiah, said that having kids is a blessing and not having kids is a blessing too. But yet you got people out here who are literally putting other people down for not having kids, y'all. Straight up. They are. But yo, they ain't even understanding that having a kid is a blessing and not having a kid is a blessing. And people be why not having a kid is a blessing is because you're not putting them through this BS that we got going on, man. In this system, the society. Like everything is not set right. Everything is not set right for the kids to have. Like we have literally nothing to offer the future youth. Nothing to offer them. All we have to offer them is work day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Try to make it, become something, be somebody, make the system, keep the system going. This is it's like the same program, man. Same program. And this is like, and yo, not everybody is meant to be a parent. And people out here don't understand that. Not everybody is meant to be a parent. If you are allowed to even have kids, that is a test. If you have kids, you are being tested. You're being tested to see if you can take care of life. Unfortunately, most people in the world aren't capable of doing that. I seen a woman take her baby and jump in front of a subway train. Just, that's selfish. I seen a woman hang herself after she hung her 2 kids who were 5 and 6. Husband comes home crying, man, wailing, just weeping. Lost his whole family because of what she did. That's selfish. Like some of y'all don't know what selfish mean, man. Like y'all not looking at this, y'all looking at that. Understand why people aren't having kids. There's a lot of reasons, man. And it is not because most people ain't fertile or they just got this narrow or whatever urethra you want to be Hank Hill selling propane and propane accessories. Like, it's like sometimes like the way the world is right now, we got all these clones and there's like robotoids and there's like these creatures created in labs, and then some of these people ain't real people. It's like another being that got the skin of a person over them. You're like the stuff I'm saying to sound crazy, but it's the truth. And that's why a lot of people aren't able to have kids. Think like, yo, you can't it's like diluting your bloodline with something that's not your bloodline. If that make any sense. It's like it's another creature. It's another being. Like it's so crazy. This world is so backwards. It's just so backwards because the wrong people are having kids. I'm not saying everybody out there who has kids is the wrong people, but the majority of the people that had these kids are the wrong people, and the ones who are good people can be good parents, can't have kids. And they say like, well, that's just life. It's just unfair like that. No, I hate when people say, well, that's just life. It's just unfair. I hate when people say that because it's kind of like a cop out. It's like you can't understand nothing, so you want to just say, oh, that's just life. Oh, that's just life. That's just it's supposed to be unfair. Life's unfair. Like, but why is it unfair? And then they never come back with an answer for that. Why is it unfair? And they'd be like, I'm like, can't even give me an answer. Like, so it's like everything like I don't discredit the Bible. I don't try to make the Bible seem like it's not something that's real, because the things that I see and happen in my life, they somehow are in the book. I'm trying to figure out, why is this book talking about the events that are going on in my life? Why is it doing that? And how can you deny that? Like, yo, I'll be like, man, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. I pick the Bible up and read a parable, and then boom, the Bible tells me why that's happening and what it is, and boom. I'm like, how did a book, the Bible, got me out of something therapists or psychiatrists could never do? Like, but yeah, man, it's a blessing to have kids, and it's a blessing not to. I've had other dudes who are dads come up to me, told me at least 10 times over and over, yo, man, you got kids? I'll be like, no. Man, you lucky. You lucky, man. Like, so I don't know why I'm lucky, but I just guess like, okay, so I must be lucky because I'm not at court trying to gain child custody, or I'm in a failing marriage and then somebody has to get the kid or put on child support, or being drained of your money. If you don't got the child support, you go to jail, you got to worry, you got to stress, you got to keep a job to keep paying. Like, I think that's why they told me I'll be lucky, and I see it. I see why. And it's just, yeah, but there's good people and there's bad people. There's good parents and there's bad parents. The bad parents just don't want to admit their faults. Now, I'm not going to be the one to tell you that you're raising your kids wrong. You ain't going to hear that from me. I'm not going to tell you how to raise them. But it's the things that y'all show that we observe. It's not that we want to tell you that you're raising your kids wrong. It's just that y'all need to know when and acknowledge when you're raising your kids wrong. Or at least, like, some people, I knew this chick. She was, oh man, she was fine. Black chick, man. She came to work, and I overheard this convo with these dudes, and they talking about, yeah, man, she got 9 kids. I'm like, 9 kids, damn. He's like, yeah, man, I'm about to go smash that tonight. I was like, wow. So not even a week later, she got pregnant. Come to find out, after hearing another, I don't like eavesdropping or nothing, but when people just talk too damn loud, man, y'all need to learn how to whisper. But like, yeah, man, they they said that she was having these kids to get more money in back tax. Like, she was racking up kids for the money. And hooking every baby daddy on child support. It was all for the money. She didn't care about the kids. Like, y'all doing stuff like that? Like, if she's doing that, then there's got to be more out there doing it too. Yeah. Crazy. Like, just can't, man. If you ain't got kids, you blessed. If you got kids, you blessed. It's in the loop, man. And everybody, you really shouldn't be worried about who got kids and who don't got kids. Because at a time that we're in right now, if these are really the end times, then we should really be focusing on ourselves and getting our lives right with the Most High, man. That's what we all should be doing at this moment. Because, yeah, things are real off. And it just seems weird to me that people would continue to have kids in a situation that we're facing and we're going to be dealing with, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So you're putting your kids through something they might not understand, or they may never understand, or one day they will understand if you're teaching them. Yeah. There's good parents, there's bad parents. And for the bad parents, the one that's out there that's jumping in front of subway trains with their babies, or you hanging yourselves with your babies, or you drowning your babies, or men too. You out here molesting and touching your kids and doing this to your kids and all of this to your kids. Y'all the ones that don't deserve no kids. Y'all don't deserve no kids. Y'all don't. And y'all can be mad at me. I don't care. Be mad at what I said. It's the truth. You leave your kids in the road. You subject them to pornography. You got them in the house when you smoking dope or doing whatever it is you doing behind closed walls. No one knows but you or your kid. So yeah, there are terrible parents out here. There are. And that need to be recognized. And ain't nobody telling you how to raise your kids. I ain't gonna tell you how to raise your kids, but I'm gonna tell you a terrible parent. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, you a terrible parent. It's a blessing to have kids, it's a blessing not to. Don't let others tell you or stress you out and try to put you down because you don't have kids. You blessed. You blessed you don't have kids in a time like this. I love y'all all, man. The Heavenly Father is always the truth. This is Unchained TV. Baruch Shai out.